comma 0.15, comma 0.5. So basically what I'm just telling myself is that the previous period is gained 0.15, 2 periods ago is gained 20% weight, 3 periods ago 15% weight, 4 periods ago, this time last year, is going to get 50% weight. Start following kind of where I'm putting that down? Now, where do these weights come from? I will tell them to you, right? And you, in your job, you might rationalize different things, right? Every job is different, and that's up to you, right? So I'm doing a 4-period weighted moving average. Now, how do I do this? Equals. I can't just do average because Excel can't do it. So I have to do this. Here's my, it's kind of hard to see. All right, there's my actual sales, and I'm going to do my weighted moving average. Equals 0.5 times 4 periods ago, right? The first 97, 4 periods ago, plus 0.15 times 3 periods ago, plus 0.2 times 2 periods ago, plus 0.15 times the previous period. Right? Does that make sense? Yes, it does. All right, I'll do it again. All right. I'm going to give, again, so visualize what I have up here, what I gave it to you. I'm going to do, and I have to start here because it's 4-period weighted moving average. So this is equal 50% weight times the value 4 periods ago, right? Plus 0.15 times the value 3 periods ago, plus 20%, 0.2 times the value 2 periods ago, plus 15% or 0.15 times the value last period. Instead of just keeping them all the same, now I'm weighting them differently. Instead of giving them all 0.25, like I do with an average, I'm weighting them differently. And I just justified however I wanted to. Maybe with sales, I'm controlling for seasonality. Right? Snowboards. You guys are from Florida, you don't know what snowboards are, but there's snow when it's cold, and it helps you go down, right? But sales for snowboards in Pennsylvania go up in the fall and down in June, right? Seasonality, it goes the same way every year. All right.
You would know that we don't have seasons except snowbird.
So yeah, it's snowboard. We have rainy and hot and less rainy and hot, so I guess that's something.
We have hurricane and non-hurricane.
Yeah, exactly. All right, all I have to do then is drag down. And it will automatically keep those weights and it'll keep updating for the period. So all I did was do the original, copy and paste it down, and I went one beyond. Because I can only project one beyond with this kind of measurement. Now, what is the MAD? The exact same thing as we've done before. MAD is equal to absolute value. What really happened, actual, minus what we forecasted what would happen. Absolute value, copy and paste it down, equals the average of this. What is my total result? Enter. And my key values that you're going to be asked to give me on your exam and on your homework. Based on this approach, I have projected the new quarter that I don't know what actually happened. I projected to be sales of 133.65. My average mean absolute deviation is 9.76. That means on average I was wrong by 9.76 sales. Now, am I getting better? Which forecast is the best forecast? This weighted moving average. Right? This is the best way to do it. Right? In this example, but some things aren't, some things it's better just to do a simple weighted average. Right? Or you can kind of put more weight on the most recent. I do this all the time when I talk about grades. Right? What is typically, for me, I'll just use myself in real life. When I was first semester freshman year, when I was an undergraduate student, was my worst GPA of my entire. And a lot of students are the same way. new to college, yeah, some people are thrown into hard classes, and my GPA in my first semester was my worst in my entire 4 years. Right? Throughout, by the end of my last semester, or during my all senior year, I got all A's. I got better over time. So what would be the best way to forecast my last year? Was it looking at my first semester? No. I put more weight on my more recent when it comes to grade. When it comes to sales, maybe you want to do sales forecast for January by looking at last January. So the approach is different depending on what you're looking at. You don't have to make value judgments, you just have to look for what is the lowest bound. Okay? So it's not too bad, right? How we do this? It's going to be the same technique for exponential smoothing and regression. Just the same type idea that we're doing. Alright? So we're going to do that. We're going to do, so the class will be finishing these examples, some group presentations, should be short, 5-10 minutes, that's it. Nothing, I'm not expecting you to dress up or anything like that. And then we'll make sure we do any final reviews to get you ready for the exam next week. Alright? Remember, homework is going to be due on Friday. It's different. I don't want homework due the midnight before the exam. Because I want you to be able to email me over the weekend or say, I really messed this up. Homework for chapters 14, 15, and 16 are all posted. Those are due Friday. Homeworks. Now you'll also notice on my stat lab is quizzes for every single chapter that we've done. We've done 10 chapters, but we're in the middle of our 10th chapter. There are quizzes online for all 10 chapters that are unlimited attempts and give you the answers after you do it. To give you feedback. Do them as much or as little as you want. Be prepared to bring questions on Thursday. Right? Make sure you study. We want to finish this semester off strong, alright? And your paper will be due Monday night. Yeah, great.
Can I look at my quiz so I can write down what, remember you told me I'm going to be able to jot down what I got wrong?
Can I give it to you Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll bring in your exams when we do the review. I'll bring your exams back in, and so I'll let you look through it, so it might jog your memory. If you're here Saturday, you're able to, but I know some of you couldn't make it on Saturday.
Can I come see you Thursday too? Again, I want to let you know
I
what
need to look at my schedule.
Okay, I'll email you.
Just email me and I'll look at my schedule.
Hey, I emailed that to y'all too.
Alright?
I got it.
Thanks. Good work, guys. Don't forget your USB drives. Any questions for me?
Put the exam answers up.
No.
Alright, so tomorrow.
Yes. Be right here. We all use it.